Please be seated. Vice-Chancellor, graduands, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the University of Central Lancashire's graduation ceremony. And we're delighted to be celebrating with you today the success of our fabulous graduates. We hope that you all have a day to remember. I now call upon our Vice-Chancellor, Professor Graham Baldwin, to say a few words.
Honorary Fellow, honoured guests, families and friends, graduands. Welcome to the University of Central Lancashire. It is a great pleasure to welcome you to this ceremony where we acknowledge and celebrate the achievements of our soon-to-be graduates. The past few years have been challenging for us all, and this cohort in particular has had its studies most affected by the pandemic. However, you have all shown great resilience during this time, which I know will stand you in good stead for the future. I'm delighted that we can now celebrate your achievements, and I trust that you enjoy both the ceremony and the celebrations that will, I am sure, go on afterwards with your families and friends. Your studies here have prepared you well, and I am sure that you will find that you now have a closer set of connections with the world around you. I hope, as well as achieving your qualifications, that you have also had a great experience, and that in years to come, as a member of our global alumni community, you will look back fondly on your time at the University of Central Lancashire and will keep in touch to share with us your successes. At our University Open Days, I point out that graduates tend to earn more over a lifetime than non-graduates, but more importantly, they tend to be healthier, happier, and to live longer. Remembering those facts will surely reassure you that the effort and the commitment that you have invested in the last few years was well worth it. Undoubtedly, you will all be in different positions at this moment in time. Some of you will be waiting to get your first graduate job. Some may have already started on your career path or are changing career because of your new qualification. Or perhaps your new qualification will help you better yourself in the career that you already have. Whatever your situation, we know that there will be many opportunities that lie ahead for you. So on behalf of all of us here today, and from the wider team at the University of Central Lancashire, I therefore thank you for your future contribution. And the personal characteristics that you have displayed to get you to this point today, energy, commitment, tenacity, and an open mind, will serve you well for the future and will help you to recognise and seize the opportunities that exist. So make sure that you leave this hall today with confidence, ambition, and a desire to make a difference. You are the future leaders and high climbers in whatever occupation lies ahead for you. Life won't always be plain sailing, but during your studies, we hope you will have acquired a toolkit that will help you to navigate choppy waters. Your studies have prepared you such that although you can't direct the wind, you can adjust the sails. Here at the University of Central Lancashire, we've always believed in helping people to seize every opportunity to flourish in education, at work, and for life. We're proud that by combining academic excellence and real-world teaching, we give our students the skills and experience that industry needs. That's why our talented graduates are in such high demand in the world, and we're delighted that we've created new possibilities for many thousands of our graduates during our near 200-year history. I hope that we have helped create the opportunity for your future success, ensuring that you have the relevant knowledge, skills, and experience to thrive wherever you came from and wherever you go to next. I hope, too, that as part of your UCLan journey, you have felt that you have belonged here, It is important to us that our students feel safe, valued, welcomed, and included. Whoever you are, wherever you are in life, here at the University of Central Lancashire, we believe there's always a way. As you look to the future, enjoy this moment, and particularly enjoy today, sharing special memories with the friends you've made here and with your families who have been on this journey of learning with you. Talking of which, before we celebrate your success, can you please join me in a massive round of applause for all those special people, your family, your friends, and your tutors who have supported you and who are celebrating with you today. Now, all of the rest of the applause today will be just for you. So for all of you who today become graduates of the university, I extend my warmest congratulations on your achievements. You have been taught by a dedicated group of academic staff who devote their professional lives to the teaching, learning, and development of all our students. And you have also been supported by many highly dedicated and professional staff members who, whilst they often do not teach directly, have provided the service and the infrastructure that have made your success at the university possible. I would like to thank them all on your behalf. I am confident that you will bring not only real economic and social benefit to yourself, but also to the communities of which you are members. Whatever you do next, and wherever in the world your journey leads, on behalf of everybody at the University of Central Lancashire, very well done and good luck for a happy and successful future. We are very proud of you. Let me leave you with a quote from the playwright Oscar Wilde, which I think is very fitting for today. You can never be overdressed or overeducated. Thank you.
Vice-Chancellor, the presentation of graduands and award holders will now take place. Graduands, it is now time for your moment of glory. For your health and safety, we will be offering you a glove to wear before you go on stage to shake hands with the presiding officer. If you would prefer not to shake hands, please give a formal nod to the Vice-Chancellor. Thank you.
Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Academic Board, I present those who have gained awards in the School, Business and Enterprise. For a thesis entitled An Exploration of Crisis Management's Preparedness in Business Organisations from an Academic Insight to Practical Application, the degree of Doctor of Business Administration is awarded to Ian Edward Farrier. For a thesis entitled Organisational Governance, an exploratory study of governance practices in local cricket clubs, the degree of Doctor of Business Administration is awarded to Christopher Neil Gunn. for a thesis entitled An Exploratory Study of Organisational Change through Integration of Individualised Practices in the Context of University Gender Equality Intervention Case Study, the degree of Doctor of Business Administration is awarded to Leona Barbara Trimble. Well done. For a thesis entitled Agile Capabilities for Maximising Sustainable Supply Chain Performance, Empirical Evidence from the Oil and Gas Industry, Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Danazabi Godwin-Gay. Congratulations. For a thesis entitled Kicking the Bucket or Living Life to the Full, Socio-Psychological Motivations for Compiling a Bucket List, Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Santa Saranesca. Congratulations. Congratulations, Santa. Master of Business and Administration, Lee Andrew Hunt. Natalie Kelly. Nicole Onslow. Anthony James Reynolds. Jordan James Snape. Paul Jonathan Stackhouse. Well done, Paul. Marie Taylor. Alicia Jane Threlfell. Ching Chao Sang. Matthew James Woodcock. Master of Arts in Accounting and Financial Management with SEMA, Hamza Sayam Abid. Kimberly Kirkham. Master of Business Administration Executive, Ella Catherine Fossard. Jane Boothman. Jameson Lyons Edward Dickinson. Philip Hayworth. Victoria Louise Kearney. Angela Susan Kershaw. Katie Louise Latham. Wendy Lee. Justine Ann Madonna Bond. Joanne Owens Crook. Rachel Jane Pimpley. Claire Suzanne Vaughan. Danielle Lynn Ward. Christopher John Wilkinson. Master of Science in Accounting, ACCA, Fazila Mahmed Rafiq Limbada. Rancharan Panjala. Master of Arts in Human Resource Management, Martha Horton. Kerry Jane Howarth. Rebecca Phillipson. Congratulations. Master of Business Administration, Sachin Prakesh Balawata. Labuda Manakar. Master of Administration with Professional Placement, Amarutha Anthony. Miramar Baby. Peo Banzal. Mohit Besa. Vuan Baba. Hamans Jojo. Anthony Joshi. Sravanthi Carey. Uzman Javid Khan. Sarath Nehru Reddy Kavori. Srilasami Lika. Thank you. Sarajan Morabano. Aktuthan Manoj. Anamesh Pukar Muvada. Aretha Plasiprambil Ashokan. Jithu Pokarambil Usef. Aranan Pumath Prasan. Shilvan Brupar Rai. Kruvela Raphael. Suresh Kumar Sika. Vikramathian Sendil Kumar. Vishnupriya Sundanda Devi. Mohammed Mishal Valathur. Gurkpash Singh. Dinesh Shai Pranith Advanasu. Sai Krishna Deshpande. Ravajita Kagita. Ramzi Karaputh Potamal. Pooja Naresh. Kajal Subranash Kandra Shah. Shilprasomu. Siam Krishan Sabu. Saranash Shokeen. Razia Sajid Vaskar. Master of Business Administration. Master of Business Administration with Work-Based Learning, Sravri Anakulu. Arjun Jaka Kamor. Aramath Chochan Mudavath. Sami Ali Mohammed. Sanu Akachunu. Abba Agawal. Lakshmi Devi Ambika. Nikhil Anthony. Sanjuna Anthony. Hemanath Kamul Anamulu. Adit Prasanna Atimashida. Aditya Ayagari. Aisha Farasana Ayamrabath Nazar. Sirisithara Bangaru. Lakshmi Ashwara Bengali Patti. Gaurav Batra. Jobin Benjamin. Deepa Beram. Adeswa Ulamufa Dukaras Buaje. Venkat Charan Tej Bahimini. Sacha Vanibola. Shrishkana Chatteri. Mega Raju Dirushetty. Ravali Atharakapa. Shashida Garajakuntla. Diane Laura Gabobo. Saija Good Goda. Anil Sai Garantala. Venkatrar Yana Gotti Patti. Manjundad Gundakala Babu. Vanil Babu Gutta. Depithi Inturu. Ranjat Jangir. Balaji J. Mangala. Priyao Jang. Jithin Jose. Jamal Jose. Alna Joseph. Sinitu Joseph. Jerin Joy. Srikanith Jupali. Midhun Matthew Karathadam. Madahusishan Reddy Kodi Mala. Arithira Kurikot a lot. Mohammed Navaz Miliakal. Alan Manuel. Lakshmi Massini. Jaren Annie Matthew. Bijith Mulala Kanal Thakachan. Darashita Umeshi Nagacha. Vibichant Nali Shamfram. Mohammed Shabib Nalakatu Thakida. Anthony Agabonse Oreo. Lavaneu Paramagundla. Naeem Barashat Paray. Abin Pathifil Joy. Sahithi Pavularu. Della Joes Philippe. Vamsi Krishna Polagani. Bechichia Benny Porthartha. Jay Chandra Naidu Potaru. Kirthi Parapiti. Our youngest graduate, Vice-Chancellor. Vamishi Krishna Polagani. Abalish Kumar Reddy Pukuchala. Sarabinath Pukal. Akhil Pukrathin Murali. Regina Raju. Rijo Raju. Nilkali Rapulu. Pragya Root. Dinesh Reddy Tagala. Dipathi Moy Thrundrakpal Shajikuma. Pradeep Sana Paredi. Hanat Sajan. Swati Sharma. Aravind Reddy Sidipita. Guruchint Singh. Congratulations. Akar Rajan Sinha. Venu Rakashtin Reddy Tamar. Gladys Janista Tukukulu Najajuji. Anitha Tota. Jankua Tripathi. Sion Uravath Saju. Sunil Shrestha. Hema Bindu Tanaru. Hema Karan Navak Vatathethi. Srinivasa Reddy Vajrala. Shrujana Vangala. Vinaya Varagas. Sai Baragav Ramreddy Vasa. Anoop Valor Thomas. Pravina Virajay Kumar. Tarasha Yalapali. Jayashura. Sheikh Omar. Vinod Kumar Anning. Master Business Administration with Professional Placement, Jawashari Mugudu. Postgraduate Certificate in Business Administration, Abin George. Master of Science in International Business and Management, Richard Lewis Craig. Master of Science in International Hospitality and Tourism Management with Placement, Lee Han. Postgraduate Certificate in Business and Management Research Methods, Sarah Francesca Roberts. Congratulations. Postgraduate Diploma in Human Resource Management, Danielle Marie Boyd. Lucy Alice Day. Joanna Hazel Dobson. Samantha Jane Hilton. Laura Helen Jarvis. Amy Louise Scott. Nicola Jane Whittle. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Business Administration, Daria Bonavia. Vice-Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of awards from the School of Business and Enterprise.
Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Academic Board, I present those who have gained awards in the School of Community Health and Midwifery. For a thesis entitled An In-Depth Exploration of the Experience of Being in Acute Emergency Care Due to Suicidal Behaviour Following an Intentional Overdose, a hermeneutical phenomenological study, Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Reverend David Lee Anderson. For a thesis entitled Weight and Pregnancy, Exploring Women's Experiences Using a Feminist Methodological Approach, Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Christina Jane Feltham. For a thesis entitled A Hermeneutic Interpretive Study, Perceptions, Awareness and Experiences of Sexual Health Services among British-born South Asian females aged 16 to 25, Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Sabina Gerard. For a thesis entitled A Case Study Exploration of Operating Department Practitioners' Perceptions and Experiences of Leadership in the Healthcare Environment, Professional Doctorate in Health is awarded to Adele Louise Nightingale. For Master of Science in Cognitive Behavioural Psychotherapy, Donna Ulali Hendricks. Master of Arts in Integrative Psychotherapy, Lydia Dooley. Christopher O'Connor. Rhianne Elizabeth Sherlock. Catherine Louise Wright. For the Master of Science in Applied Public Health, Sushma Dakal. Nazreen Kanamathodi Kavanagh. Goodness Chioma Obenye. Hamid Adanini Agbula. Intercessor Ayomipo Akingbalo. Najma Dulal. Rashida Dahiru Hamajan. Susmita Kanal. Nusrat Jahan Rafiq Koda. Grace Mojiraj Allatunji. Suman Prasad Pant. Lakshmi Sathish. Sanjana Shrestha. Anju Varakukalail Chako. Postgraduate Diploma in Applied Public Health, Ajubitsi Marvis Madamadon. Safia Ashif Patel. Sana Rahman. Master of Science in Community Health Practice, Lisa Catherine Ashworth. Master of Science in Midwifery, Jordana Jenny Joseph. Master of Science in Psychosexual Therapy, Rachel Woolerton. Master of Science in Safeguarding in an International Context, Paige Katie May Bars. Kimberly Jane Whittle. Master of Science in Sexual Health Studies, Eucharia Abeli Achukwu. Molly Ellen Houghton. Postgraduate Certificate in Promoting Psychological Wellbeing, Lisa Jane Coates-Piers. Natasha Louise Sunter. Anastasia Maya Bond. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Midwifery, Obamaka Amafeabu. Nafisa Louise Arden. Rosalind Lorna Baxter-Graham. Angela Gonzalez Alexander. Hannah Amy Jameson. Stephanie Louise McEwen. Faye Hannah Pritchard. Hayley Marie Robinson. Della Marie Wayne. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Counselling and Psychotherapy Studies, Oluwatoyin Adeye. Nicolette Undongosi Ndongo. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Nursing in General Practice, Emma Hutchinson. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Counselling, Coaching and Psychological Interventions, Amy Bernadette Allen. Hayley Rose Bibby. Alexandra Maria Bourne. Grace Patricia Broughton. Vishali Chowan. Rebecca Louise Crombie. Jamie Michael Gregory. Lucy Shanice Hurst. Lindsay Louise Owen. Christopher Peacock. Leslie Ann Joan Purcell. Karen Louise Sales. Alana Jade Stevenson. Lydon James Francis Sutcliffe. Rabia Wahid. Lisa Marie Walton. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Health and Social Care, Opiyemi Ayabo Balogun. Nancy M. Bikiyi. Okan Ajulu Eduardo. Aisha Parveen. Malik Sumaira Sajad. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Midwifery, Ashley Marie Stevenson. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Nursing and General Practice, Samantha Jane Bradshaw. Kelly Marine Greenwood. Carol Ann Hunter. Leah Jane Oates. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Sexual Health Studies, Shazanna Baker Nelson. Jacqueline Zara Black. Jade Olivia Bond. Charlotte Emma Cody. Abigail Bell Fletcher. Kia Laura Gudgeon. Megan Harper Bates. Neve Ellen Anna Lamb. Paula Lester. Rachel Victoria Leyland. Kimberly Martin. Beatrice Masonza. Georgia Bryony Norris. Ellen Francisca Rivas Torresillas. Blythe Francis Walker. Rebecca Miranda Watkins. Foundation degree in Arts and Health and Social Care, Bernadette Brennan. Jean Cooney. Adam Garvey. Hayley Johnson. Stacey Ellen Jones. Whitney Allen Jones. Leona Jade McCulloch. Robert Colin Porter. Shannon Sawyer. Ellie Louise Thompson. Megan Kate Thompson. Carl Wilding. Kirsty Michelle Wright. Graduate Certificate in Promoting Psychological Wellbeing, Brendan Patrick Feeney. Foundation degree in Arts and Health and Social Care, Mental Health, Zainab Bibi. Foundation Certificate in Health and Social Care, Mental Health, Lauren McAvoy. Foundation degree in Science and Health and Social Care, Assistant Practitioner, Victoria Baxendale. Emma Louise Cairns. Ross Andrew Clagg. Natalie Harrison. Nicholas Ronald Turner. Foundation degree in Arts in Health and Social Care, Bonanli Temilada Amusa. Rhoda Ayaz. Hira Khan. Oyindamola Lawal. Linda Tara Obasi. Regina Chioma Onua. Foundation degree in Arts in Health and Social Care, Lauren Bailey. Emma Bruni. Amy Jane Collins. Foundation degree in Arts in Mental Health and Wellbeing, Paige Ashton. Jodie Teresa Banks. Heidi Briscoe. Kelly Lavelle Dolan. Celia Janet Sakai Muzanu. Maria Suku. Jennifer Louise Wright. Foundation degree in Science and Health and Social Care, Assistant Practitioner, Sophie Allen. Rachel Francis Carruthers. Catherine Gillies. Heidi Karen Brunshaw. Camille Haywood. Janine Elizabeth Morton. All right, okay. Zohra Nazir Abadi. Daniel Pirry. Laura Jane Seddon. Jodie Marie Watkin. Master of Science in Information Technology Security, Pallavi Hagaldivdi. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Management Hospitality, Sahil Sharma. Master of Arts in Accounting and Master of Arts Accounting and Financial Management with CIMA, Daria Budiva. Vice-Chancellor, I am honoured to award a posthumous Master of Arts in Integrative Psychotherapy on behalf of Harry Houghton. Harry joined UCLAN in 2015, initially completing the Advanced Graduate Certificate in Counselling Skills, then gaining a place on the Integrative Psychotherapy Postgraduate Diploma in 2018 and becoming a registered member of the British Association of Counselling and Psychotherapy. Harry's previous work experience did not laterally lend itself to a career in psychotherapy, or so it seemed on the surface. However, his passion and interest in all things human was evident from the beginning of his training. Harry was not afraid to try new things, to learn and to grow, or show his own vulnerability working with his peers and lecturers in personal development. He was passionate about the subject area and had a natural curiosity about underpinning existential theory and understanding of human growth. Once qualified, Harry went on to set up an established private practice in Manchester, developing a local reputation with his knowledge and personal experience of adult ADHD. Harry did not find study easy. Having adult ADHD, he had crisis of confidence, overthought assignments and struggled to focus at times. However, with the support of his family and peers, he kept moving forward rather than giving up. Harry excelled at the practical elements of the programme as he was able to bring his warm and open approach to his clinical work. It is fair to say that Harry struggled with the final modules of the MA and the academic dissertation structure that he felt constrained his creativity and philosophical style. He grappled with structure, language, and the feeling of his ideas being boxed in, preferring to bring a more of a fluid style. Despite this, he found a way to bring his own unique poetic voice to his work and completed and submitted in March 2022, achieving a Master's with Distinction in Integrative Psychotherapy. The topic drew on his own experiences of adult ADHD and the support and service pathways available for those seeking a diagnosis and intervention. He was keen to make a contribution to this clinical area and from his research was in discussion with local NHS partners looking at ADHD pathways for adults. It was a pleasure to work with Harry, to see his personal growth and creativity throughout his training, and then moving on to his professional life. Harry had a strong physical presence within his cohort and a vulnerability that drew people to him. He showed gentleness, kindness, and curiosity in others throughout his training, and brought these qualities to his work as a psychotherapist once qualified. He was funny and thoughtful, and we are glad to have known him and for him to be part of our UCLAN community. For an MA Integrative Psychotherapy, we award Harry Houghton. Vice-Chancellor, I am honoured to award a posthumous Bachelor of Science in Sexual Health Studies on behalf of Nicole McLaughlin. We first met Nicole while she was studying on the Foundation Entry Programme in Year Zero. From that moment, it was clear that Nicole was a larger-than-life character who had sheer determination to succeed. At that initial meeting, Nicole asked a million questions, some she asked twice, and had a great big friendly smile on her face. Her excitement from starting Year 1 and the BSc Honours Sexual Health degree was palpable. During the first weeks of the first year, Nicole really stood out. She was warm and compassionate and fully embraced student life. This was especially evident during the Wales trip. Nicole got stuck into the team-building activities, albeit some more enthusiastically than others. In particular, the student visit to the local pub. It was here where friendship groups were formed, and we first witnessed her humour and her infectious laughter. Nicole took the degree in her stride, managing being a single mum whilst meeting the demands and all the deadlines set. During assessment support sessions, she would often flit from one topic to the next. Having no firm idea what topic she was doing, yet she still managed to produce a good standard of work on time. This was recently apparent on the last module of the degree, Global Perspectives in Sexual Health. Whilst everyone else had picked a country to investigate and explore, Nicole simply said, "Somewhere in Africa." She had no idea which country was going to do, but gave an answer to placate us. It was during her last assessment presentation that the team spoke with Nicole. We told her how proud and delighted we were of her for completing her degree and for all that she had achieved. She worked hard, albeit sometimes during the last hours before deadlines, but she had done it. We also had a laugh that we expected to see a presentation on sexual health in Africa, but in true Nicole style, we were taken to the Netherlands instead. During classroom discussions, Nicole would share personal experiences with her classmates, especially if she felt it helped in their learning and understanding of topics. Her peer group often commented on her willingness to support them. She was someone who they could turn to for support, and she selflessly was there for each and every one of them. Her compassion for her classmates never waned nor wavered. During one lesson, a fellow student disclosed their HIV status. Nicole, without even blinking, got up and hugged them. For the student whom she hugged, they have told me this week they will never forget what she did for them in that moment and how she made them feel. What is apparent is that no one ever left Nicole's company not smiling or feeling good. She had a unique ability to make everyone feel at ease. To sum up, Nicole really cared about her friends and classmates, and they really cared about her. She was someone whom they could depend on for support and someone they could trust when they needed her. She brought her full personality with huge joy, fun and laughter to classroom discussions. She had an unquenchable enthusiasm for all that she undertook and had recently started her own business, which was a success. Nicole was certainly not shy either. She would have no problem in telling the academics her opinion or question actions or to actively debate sexual health topics. As an academic team, and I'm sure as a fellow student, Nicole made a huge imprint on our teaching and learning journey. She absolutely was a character, one in a million, and will be massively missed by all who knew her. Thank you. Vice-Chancellor, this concludes the presentation of awards from the School of Community Health and Midwifery.
Vice-Chancellor, the presentations are completed. I call on Raham Odejiba, President from the Students' Union, to respond on behalf of all the graduates awarded today.
There was a man, from the moment he was born, who was challenged to overcome the odds. He was ridiculed by the people that he grew up with. They failed to see the potential in him. They couldn't see past what they thought of his parents, their setbacks, their jobs, and their social class. The outside world saw him based on his environment. They said of him, could anything good come out of Nazareth? Just as they would have said of me, can anything good come out of Croydon? Or of you? Could anything good come out of Preston, Liverpool, Manchester, Africa, Asia? But today, we are setting our own narrative. Not by our families, names, or the areas where we had grown up in, but by your sheer dedication to cross the sea and stand victorious at the end. The narratives may have once been set by others, but now it's being set by you, by us. We're creating our own story, our own legacy, our own pathway. Vice-Chancellor, graduates, families, friends, loved ones, it is my greatest honor to stand here before you and remind you of the battles these students in front of you, besides you, have overcome. Before I continue, students, I just want you to take a deep breath. You've made it. Yeah, you made it. Come on. Whether it was writing up your dissertation in 3 days, having to go through a resubmission through the summer, or going back and forth with your lecturers about the details of your grades. You're here, and I know it was no easy ride. Before coming here to university, I'm sure a lot of us was written off by others, through other people, other universities maybe, who failed to see the potential in us and take a chance on not just us as people, but on our futures too. This is a part of my story. A young man rejected because of the mistakes he made as a juvenile. They didn't see the man I am before you today. They saw the young man who laid on the top bunk of his prison bed. They saw another black offender, another statistic most likely to reoffend. They never saw me cry out to God because I wasn't happy with who I'd become. But there was one who did see me, who had prepared for me security, success, and salvation. He gave me another chance. Who is he? He's Jesus Christ the King. That second chance continued with UCLan. UCLan gave me an opportunity. No, UCLan gave us an opportunity. the space to fall and to get back up, to learn, to build, to connect, to achieve, whether that be through societies, sports clubs, lectures, through placements, nights out. We've had the opportunity to be successful and be a part of a community. I think sometimes it had me feeling like a Liverpool fan singing "You Never Walk Alone." Sorry, United fans. To all the people who've been with us on the journey, thank you. Friends and family, proofreading work, lecturers, replying to messages at 11 p.m. at night. The voices of motivation you have been for us when things didn't seem to be going in the right direction. We couldn't have done it without you. Thank you. I don't think it would be right to not acknowledge some of the global issues us students have had to navigate with the last few years of studying, whether it be the racial tension of George Floyd, which shook the world, reminding us how far we have to go in having a community and being people who inwardly as well as outwardly embrace the equality of all human beings, regardless of their skin color. As UCLan alumni, let us be those who promote emancipation, equality, and educate where is needed. What about COVID? A time of loss, pain, and confusion. Unprecedented times, they said. But how about undefeated? How about unstoppable? How about unconquerable? That is what you all have been through these times. I love this quote that says, perseverance builds character, and character builds hope. So let's hold on to the hope we have, the memories we've made, the lessons we've learned. Remember that the scars and the pains from our battles are a reminder of our victory and an assurance we can overcome the hurdles of life through the grace of God that keeps us and sees us through. If one thing I hope we could take from this time as students at university is that community matters, support matters. Alone we may suffer, but together we may thrive. God bless you all.
Powerful words. Thank you. We're delighted to have with us today our very own university choir, which is made up from representatives of all years on the music theatre course. Due to the pandemic, our choir were not able to join us at the graduation ceremonies last year, but we're delighted to have them back for our celebration today. So, ladies and gentlemen, I give you the UCLan Chamber Choir.
Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere.
Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. He took the midnight train going anywhere.
in a smoky room.
The smell of wine and cheap perfume.
For a smile they could share the night. It goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard. Their shadows searching in the night. Street lights, people living just a fine emotion, hiding somewhere in the night.
Working hard to get my fill.
Everybody wants a thrill, paying anything to roll the dice just one more time.
Some will win,
Some will lose, some are born to sing the blues. Oh, the movie never ends, it goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard, and shadows searching in the night. Street life, people living just a fine emotion, hiding somewhere in the night. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Street lights, people. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Street lights, people. Don't stop.
If anything your time as UCLan has taught you, it's don't stop believing. Today is, of course, a momentous occasion for everyone here, and we need to make sure we celebrate in the most appropriate way. Family and friends, there's a good photo, video opportunity coming up, so you might like to have your cameras and phones ready. Could I ask all the graduates to stand up, please? And take off your mortarboards, which may come as a relief to some of you, as they have been balancing a bit. Right, okay. Always one. In a moment, I'm going to ask you to throw your mortarboards in the air in recognition of all your hard work and your achievements. However, please be careful. You don't want to throw it too high, you don't want to throw it too far or cause any trauma on descent. And there's an extra special reason to be careful, because it is now your mortarboard for you to keep and take home. So, on the count of 3, I want you to throw your mortarboards in the air and give a big cheer, and then we will all follow with a further 3 cheers. 1, 2, 3. Hip, hip. Now, please sit down while I explain the final stage of this amazing special day. As we bring this ceremony to a close, I would like to thank everyone who has been involved in making today such a happy and memorable occasion. And thank you for coming and sharing it with our university community. The platform party will now leave the stage, and graduates, you will shortly be processing out of the hall past a guard of honour in the central aisle. A university usher will prompt your row when you need to stand up. Please make sure that you take all your belongings with you. Guests, please may I ask that you all remain seated until the graduates and the platform party have left the hall. You will then be guided through the doors at the side by ushers to rejoin your graduate in our new University Square for post-ceremony celebrations. Thank you.